seconds, switch over to our audio and then the video. Alright, so we should be live. Everybody, this is Amoeba doing Pokemon Pinball Ruby Sapphire doing the Ruby Field.
Hello guys.
Alright, so whenever you're ready, take it away.
Right, just before this run starts guys, fair warning, I am terrible, so I'm going to need some good luck. And what I need everybody to do is to go into your chat box, click on it, type in a capital W, then type in ADDLES, and then press enter. That's the only hope we have of this run actually making it. So yeah, fingers crossed. Are you ready to start timer, Edda?
Ready when you are.
I'll time it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Pinball. I ran Sapphire Field last marathon, so we're doing Ruby Field this time. This field longer, basically because Sapphire Field had the... I'm loving the waddles guys, that's already a beautiful sight, love it. Yeah, this field's basically quite a bit longer than the Sapphire Field just because we don't have Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon in the Sapphire Field is useful for just stopping the slot on whatever you want, which we can abuse to just skip a load of sections of the game. In Ruby we just don't have that on the field, so we have to either get lucky with the slots or just ignore them and try and do the run as fast as possible. I go for a kind of middle ground in the Ruby Field run route. I mostly try and do everything as fast as possible, but I do one cycle of slots in the hope that I get lucky and get to skip a bonus. Honestly, the odds are that the odds of me actually skipping a bonus is about 20%, because it's when the bonus skip appears, it's one of about 5 things on the slots. But you accidentally activate slots here and there going through the run anyway. So it's worth going for. So like there, it's not taking any time to activate that slot. The activation of it came about because I was in the area from doing something else, and I've completely activated that slot already, and I only need to do that 5 times, so activating them isn't really a huge cost of time. You may have just seen I've activated the Maka Hitter on the side. May not look like much. Maka Hitter is ridiculously useful in the runs. Whenever you press the right flipper, he hits out. It's basically another flipper on the right, but you can actually get multiple different shots from him, which can be really useful across the run. I'll hopefully be able to show them off. This is the first bonus we get in Ruby Field. It differs from Sapphire Field. In Sapphire you get the Duskull bonus, in Ruby you get Kecleon. So raise your top Kex. This guy is just an ass. I hate him. The Duskulls are pretty bad. This guy fucking sucks. Like, nobody's business. It's completely RNG where he's going to run to. You have to knock him down by hitting him once, and then hit him again when he's down to actually damage him. So yeah, it's like there. I can't hit him when he goes over there, so I've just got to wait it out. It is possible once you knock him down to hit him repeatedly. You just have to hit. There's quite a few frames of invulnerability after you hit him the first time, so you've just got to time a good hit the second time round, which can come down to luck because you don't know exactly where your ball's going to be or how it's going to bounce off stuff. I have no idea where he is. There he is. Nope, on the right. There he is. So yeah, there's if you hit the tree, the Sylph Scope, there you go, got double hit, that's nice. The Sylph Scope pops out, which is what I've just got, and it helps you see him when he's invisible, but to be honest it's pretty easy to tell from the stage where he is. It's only when he's moving between them that it matters. So that was a pretty slow Kecleon bonus, but the bits before it were pretty fast, so that's alright. So this is the first slot of the game that has absolutely nothing useful in it. I want to avoid the Pikachu one because it just takes a while for the cutscene to play. Coins is fine. So what I'm actually going to do here is go and activate the Evo again. I actually don't have a Pokemon to evolve yet, but while I'm doing that, oh, I didn't actually get anything. I was hoping to be able to set up a slot. Oh, I might still get it here. No, okay. So on the second slot that I potentially would have activated there, I would have got, here we go. There we go, look at that. That was going well. Loving the waddles again, guys. So if you can see on here, there's a catch-em-all start, which I've missed. But if you get that, completely based on luck, I skip having to set up the catch. I'm actually not going to bother with the catch this time around. I'm going to get a hatch, just because you've got a better ratio of Pokemon that you can evolve out of the hatch compared to catch. The biggest part of RNG in this run is getting evolvable Pokemon. You mostly get evolvable Pokemon, but you can get stuck in a position where you have to catch 3 in a row rather than just catching 1 and evolving 1. So, just gotta hope you get evolvable Pokemon. Hatch is a bit more favourable, there tends to be more 3-stage evolutions in there, but there are still unevolvable Pokemon, so you've just gotta get lucky. No, I mean, if you're here to complain about the RNG, what are you doing at a Pokemon marathon? Please don't be a Chimecho. Okay, Shuppet's fine. It's only a 2-stage, but it's still fine. If you get a 3-stage, you get the backup that if you get 1 unevolvable Pokemon, you can still do the wow, really? The 3rd stage for your 3-stage Pokemon. Excuse me, hitboxes. Oh please, I don't want the Shuppet to disappear, that would be ridiculously embarrassing. I haven't hit him yet though. There's one. Please? Got him. Alright, that was very slow. How do you complete this game? You don't actually, there isn't a specific endpoint. We run until we beat Rayquaza for the first time, because that shows off the most of the game without getting repetitive. You can actually catch Rayquaza by beating him twice, but it's basically like stacking 2 of these runs, one on top of the other. Bear in mind that speedruns don't have to beat a game, they just have to have a constant and recognisable goal. And the goal here is to beat Rayquaza. Ah, I died. That's fine. Dying really doesn't cost too much time. The only issue is if I run out of lives, but if I die that much, just cut me off, send me home. I've just jinxed myself properly there, haven't I? I'm really not doing very well in this second bit. The hardest part of this run, honest to God, is getting up the Evo ramp. We did it, alright. That is the hardest shot to make. The biggest time loss that comes from dying really is losing Mecha Hitter again. Because where that experience is positioned now, if I had Mecha Hitter, I could just hit it straight in. Falling out there is fine because the entry path will get me the 3rd experience. That's a shame. Dead rip. Get out of it, guys. I'm fine. Right, so now we go to the Groudon stage. This is the easiest place to get trolled. It's perfectly reasonable to get anything between a 2 and a 5 cycle on Groudon, just depending on luck. It's half luck, half RNG. The RNG is where he drops the boulders, is completely random and based on the RNG. It's luck on just how good of a bounce off you get from whatever you hit. You can 1 cycle him, you know, that's a really terrible boulder pattern. I'm not actually going to be able to hit him on the first bit. Oh, okay, I'm a liar, what do I know? Well, I'm really, really good, that's actually what I am. Please believe. See, that sucks, that's just unlucky, because I got a bad bounce. As stupid as the statement sounds, it's really good to keep hitting him, because the more you hit him, the longer he takes to fire off his next attack. That was a nice little volley. feel like I'm interrupting his big blasty attack at the moment, just by hitting him. And again, unlucky. Every other hit shot me straight down, but the last one fires me straight in the path of the fireball. That's a really good boulder placement. I should be able to finish him off on this cycle if I don't get hit by the fireball. Well, that's what I get for talking. Yeah, so I have to wait another cycle. It's probably 1 or 2 hits from being dead. Which means this is a perfect opportunity for him to troll me with boulders. Okay, 1 hit. So, now we have a very interesting cutscene of Groudon walking backwards. It is like a mystery dungeon stage. Yeah. That's a good call, that. I wonder if they ripped it off. I've never actually thought of that. I think I'm almost certain this game came out before Mystery Dungeon though. That should give me Maki Hitter. I mean, good games, like pretty good games like Mystery Dungeon are ripping off stages from this game. This must be a great game. Seriously though, some people should run this. It is a ridiculously good speed game, and nobody touches it. Okay, so we got Numa. That's evolvable, which is good. I'm still at risk though if I've potentially got to catch another 2 Pokemon. Hopefully only 1, potentially 2. And if either of them are unevolvable, then it's going to cost a lot of time. Pretty good. Right, so I think we're on the 3rd slot cycle, so there's nothing useful in this. Oh no, we're on the 4th. So there was the Evo there, but I didn't get it. But that's fine, because I've got Evo set up anyway. So the next slot cycle has the bonus skip in it, which is the one I really want. It saves 3 or 4 minutes. And it's the reason why I'll prefer Sapphire Field to this one, just because you can get 15 minutes into a good run and then you've just got to roll the slots and hope. Oh, okay, I've got back here, so that's fine. So oh, alright. Yeah, I meant to do that. That's how good I am. 13-second catch, completely intentional. Not a good speed game though. Come say that to my face. This is a great speed game. Love this game. So now we have to suck it up with Kecleon again. This is a much better start than the last one. Nice double hit, but then ridiculously unlucky. Nice. Oh. I missed the tilt into him, that would have been good. I missed him completely. I don't know where he's going. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's up there. Good. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. What am I doing? Thank you. Oh, and the last hit as well. That would have been really good otherwise. That's not a good speed game. Man, you're really hurting my feelings, you know that. I'm just going to hit that up there because I don't want to deactivate Makahita. I've got to be careful with the slots because I don't particularly want to activate them on this cycle, I want to get them on the next. So I'm trying to avoid them for the moment. That'll do. So that's catch set up again. Is that a coughing or a talk hole? Because one of them's good. It's a coughing, alright. We would have had issues if that was a talk hole. Nice. Do you speedrun this game often? I don't know if you're talking. Well, I presume you're talking to me there. I do a bit, not tons. It's not my main game, but I do. I've definitely spent the most time speedrunning this out of anybody that has. Apart from maybe Skate for a Living, who has run. He's run these categories, but not very much. But he's also run Fill the Pokédex %, or whatever you want to call it. And routed it himself, which is quite an interesting but slightly repetitive category. But that takes a lot of your time up. It's like, I think his PB is like 16 hours. So I'm going to take the default out here because I think the experience is at the top. I could be wrong. It typically goes up there. Yeah. Oh, it's up the Evo ramp. That's bad. Okay, we good. That's pretty good. They hit the catch thing with just one throw. Oh yeah, if you... After you unlock all the tiles of the Pokemon you're catching, there's a little animation where it appears, and then it actually, like, the hitbox loads in afterwards. If you aim the ball so if you position the ball perfectly so that as the hitbox loads, the ball's already over it, you can actually get 3 hits in 3 frames. Which appears to give you like an instant capture. You have to be quite lucky with it as well because it does actually get bounced away as well on each frame, so you have to get bounced away quite luckily. You can quite often get 2 hits with it, getting all 3 is quite rare, with TAS only rare. Well, not TAS only, I've done it once. That was a really bad set of boulder spawns. So I think I only got 2 or 3 hits in that cycle. Yeah, there's another Groudon. You do Kecleon twice, Groudon twice, and then you get Rayquaza. In the second Groudon fight, he takes 20 hits rather than 15. So it lasts longer. Same for Rayquaza as well. If we were to do the second Rayquaza fight, it'd take 20 hits as well. Time isn't particularly an issue, like the timer in the top, but if you get ridiculously trolled, you can lose. Just completely lose out on this, and you have to do a full cycle again. But you have to be kind of bad for that as well. I've never been trolled hard enough that I've had to redo it because I ran out of time. I've actually lost the Kecleon bonus once because I ran out of time. That's another bad boulder spawn. Okay, we got out of that pretty quickly then. One pace to at least 4 cycle him. Maybe 3 cycle, which would be good. Top Kecleon, exactly. Kecleon is the worst bonus in this game. Another bad boulder. Okay, that was actually pretty good. I got unlucky, but I executed well enough. And this is the point where we need the waddles, guys. I've got to activate the slots, and I want to get the Rayquaza skip. It will save 2 to 3 minutes. So if you had the waddles, post the waddles. Nah, I missed it. Oh well. Like I said, 8 runs out of 10 you'll miss it. I just have to do another cycle. It's a shame because I think that was I'm on pretty good pace there. But Alas. So we have to do another catch and another Eva, or potentially 3 catches if I get very unlucky with what Pokemon I get. I need to actually activate the catch, which would be good. Nope. Please. I'm terrible. I'm so bad. Please. Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. Please just switch off the stream for about 5 minutes, guys. That'd be great. There, I got it once. I need another one now. And we disactivated Makuhita. Why not?
At least it's entertaining watching you mess up.
Gee, thanks. Go up the ramp. So you know earlier when I said the Evo ramp was the hardest bit of this game, I was wrong. Apparently catch. The get cycle is the hardest bit. Yeah, you can indeed. Powder net. If you get a well-timed shot, you can trap the ball behind Groudon when he fires up the lava plumes, which doesn't get it stuck indefinitely, but you get 3, 4 or 5 hits, and it makes one of the lava plumes disappear, which is just really good. But it's quite difficult to do. It's also completely inconsistent. Yeah, this game is a real wind-up merchant. Like, you'll think you'll be doing well, and then it'll just decide no, you're wrong. You don't actually. You don't play this game well. Nobody plays this game well. So we did get another evolvable Pokemon. I want to try and skip the slots. There's nothing useful in there for me. I've got to try and get up the Evo ramp at the same time. Close enough? So of course, because it's Vulpix, we get Fire Stones. I've got to go up the Evo ramp again. Damn, I'm good at this game. So we need Makuhita for this final spot, which is a shame, because I deactivated him earlier by accident. So that's one of the shots that Makuhita is very useful for. He automatically goes up that ramp, but if you hit it really early or really late if you're rolling round, it'll actually go up the coin route, which is one of the things that makes Makuhita ridiculously useful. Right, so there we are. So now we're up to the Rayquaza bonus. Time's going to be coming up on the 15th hit. Won't bother counting, just he flies away when it's done. But this is the hardest bonus, if you exclude Kecleon and Groudon and all the other bonuses, because Rayquaza floats, so you have to time hits, and he has Whirlwinds. Thunderbolt's not too bad, as long as you don't get caught by it like a sucker. That wasn't too bad. This is the attack that sucks. Oh, wow, okay. These Whirlwinds just cost so much time. I missed. And I got hit by a Whirlwind. Solid. Land on it. Thank you. And I missed. Solid. Well, I'd say I missed. I don't actually think I could have hit that. So there's nothing I can do about that. If I didn't tilt, I'd have fallen out, which would have cost about the same time. That was a good couple of hits, and I didn't get Whirlwinded. This should be near time. Yes, there it is, time. Okay, so that was Pokemon Pinball Ruby Field. I really enjoy this run. I know I talked a lot of crap about it while I was doing it. It can be a bit of a wind-up merchant, but it's good fun. It's easy to pick up. Anybody can just grab an emulator or grab a copy of the game and just get into it. Surprisingly difficult to be good at. I'm okay. So, but yeah. very fun, quite a short run. Easy if you've got half an hour spare, and I just encourage anybody to run it if you've got the opportunity. But yeah.
Yep. Your final time was 23:18.
That's terrible. Jesus Christ.
It's underestimate. It's not terrible.
It's terrible. But anyway, that's like 6-7 minutes off of Reki. I mean, I didn't get Rayquaza skip, which record does. But yeah, that's me done, guys. Thank you very much for watching. You've got Reverse Badge Acquisition coming up. I thought it was Reverse Badge Adventure. Oh well. But yeah. Bye, Crazy Dan. Make sure you stick around. And